Cause y'all niggas will deal with anything. How many, listen, fine, you don't want to hear me. When Coach Greg said it, what happened? When O'Shea Duke Jackson said it, what happened? When Donovan Sharp said it, what happened? When Fresh and Fit says it, what happened? Y'all guys can't keep getting mad at me. When KS said it, stop getting mad at me, because I'm telling y'all motherfuckers the truth. The reason why these fat, overweight whale bitches be like, I fuck white men, I love the black guys, because the white men, she just said it, the white guys never accepted her. I've done a video on this already. I've already told you guys that these women know that their culture doesn't accept them, but the black men will.
I got my swag right, feeling crispy clean. Girl, I'm the flyest mother you've ever seen.
Welcome back to the Hear Me Out podcast. I'm your host, Michael May, and today we got a good one for y'all, man. We're gonna listen. This is gonna be a long video, so I'm gonna break it up into different pieces. But this is I like this guy right here. Jake Rattle. I like him. Big shout out to him. Because there is something. Now, no, I don't go that way, but there is something that even I can respect and find I could find it as inspirational from another man. When you see men speaking honest on real topics that a lot of you guys are afraid to speak on. Now, yes, there's a lot of people who are speaking up now. A lot of people are coming out with YouTube channels, which is great. But I always tell you guys, what I feel makes me different is the life that most men on YouTube want to live. I live that life. These guys, they're talking about it, but I live it. That's the difference between when you see these rappers who are talking about the gangster stuff, and then they run into the gangsters that are really doing the gangster stuff. Like, they're really living that life, and that's when they get checked. But we're not gonna get into that. Now, big shout out to everybody showing me love on this channel, man. Shout out to everybody giving me the positive feedback. Yo, keep going. Keep doing your thing. Listen, there has to be hate in order for me to grow. There has to be hate. Listen, not everybody's going to respect what I do. Not everybody's going to like my content. I'm not for everybody. I want you to understand, I don't care about pleasing everybody. As long as I say what I need to say and it gets out the way I need to say it, then it is what it is. Now, on this channel, I like to react to other people's videos because I feel some people answer the questions, but some people are afraid to really go all the way in. Like, some folks are afraid to go balls deep. And I changed this podcast to Balls Deep Podcast, something, because I'm going all the way in. Like, all the way in. Now, we're going to respond to the whatever podcast, but this man's reaction it's incredible. Incredible. It's incredible. I'm going to let the homie rock and roll. Y'all already know what time it is, man. Subscribe to the channel, like the video, turn on notifications. Y'all already know. Let's rock and roll.
The interaction on the web podcast that was eye-opening, to say the least. This exchange is between Andrew Wilson from the Crucible YouTube channel and a morbidly obese supermodel and OnlyFans creator. Not my words, guys, hers. She's a self...
Yo, hear me out. I gotta already start. Fellas, y'all know, some of y'all seen me. Some of y'all following me on Instagram. Big shout out to y'all. Michael May Forever on IG. Y'all see me go live and have discussions with women like this, and by the end of the show, they're like, I'm like, but where's all that overconfidence that you had from before? Because I'm not afraid. I will come straight for your throat. I'm not playing games. But I'm gonna let this land well. Let's go ahead.
Self-proclaimed supermodel, and also She does have an OnlyFans account where humans go to pay her money to do the things that she does on there, which we will get into a little bit later. So this may seem like a bit of a joke, and it is certainly funny at times, but it also highlights some very, very important cultural issues that are going on in the West at the moment. So without further ado, let's get into the first part, where this hot supermodel gives her take on men, which I have a few opinions about myself.
If we're reading my hate man white tweets, we're going to be here for a while.
Let's get into it. We'll try to move through them quick.
Am I supposed to?
Y'all already know where I'm about to go. It just started though. I'm gonna let them talk.
But these are some of your tweets.
White men, I especially don't need your opinion unsolicited. 2019 on brand.
Why specifically white men? Just curious.
It's always just white men that just like some kind of problem. I grew up in a predominantly mostly like white neighborhood, and it's just like one white man after the next is like always the fucking problem, always starting some shit, always getting in a fight. These are like rich neighborhoods, which I think are like even worse because they have the money to try to do whatever the fuck they want. The most times I've been in danger, the most like anything like bad things is like always happening around white men.
What? The most times that you've been in... Joel, let me ask you this. Have you lived in predominantly non-white areas?
Now, yes. And I'm usually the only white person in most places I go to. So I feel much more comfortable. Men are so gross. They really are, though.
I'll just have you continue reading them.
I'm crying. Here's...
All right. All right.
Your monthly update, June update. Men are still trash. Facts.
Okay, men are, okay, next, I guess.
November forecast. Men are still trash. I do the monthly update. Like, besides white men in general, nothing triggers me more when a white man tells me to keep it up when I'm working out. Oh, yeah. I hate that.
The reason
white guys, literally all the time I'll work out. And they'll come up to me and like be like, good.
First of all, this chick right here, y'all, she would be super bad. She's a cutie like a motherfucker. I ain't even gonna cap. But she's so immature. So that alone, I wouldn't even look at this chick right here, B. Listen, I'm telling y'all all the time, hear me out, man. And it's dope because today my wife, we were talking XYZ, and you know, it's unfortunate. Something that I spoke to her about a few years ago has transpired and already came to pass. And she's like, yo, how do you see these things? I want you to understand, yeah, I went to school for social science. I went to school to try to understand how the brain works, how the mind works, why you react to what you react to when you react to it. And so when I speak to certain people, I'm already predicting what's going to happen, but I want you to understand something, right? So today my lady, she's like, yo, you know what I'm saying? Like yo, you're fucking handsome. And I always tell my lady that she's gorgeous, because my ladies, I always tell you guys, if y'all see my son, if you see my youngest son, my son looks like a fucking porcelain doll. Like, children be like, yo, why is this kid so beautiful for? And I always say it because people always say, oh, what does your lady look like? Listen, I'm like Kevin Samuels. It ain't nobody's business to know what my women look like at all. They don't care to be seen. They don't care to be known. They don't care to be. And that, fellas, those are the kind of women that you should be going for. A woman who ain't trying to take your spotlight. You feel what I'm saying? It is what it is. But I know beautiful women, right? And this lady right here, she could be very beautiful, fit, woo. But this woman right here, this is a wrap. This is a wrap right here. I know the video just started. I'm trying not to get... I know I'll be going beside myself.
Good job. Keep going. You got this. But like they'll pass Yamani or like someone else behind me or in front of me and says nothing to them. Again,
well, could you think of a reason why that might be?
Because they're amazed that a fat person does exercise.
Right. So it's I mean, what But think about.
See? And this is why I rock with old boy that's talking to her. He's like, yeah, like, they're shocked. Like, there are not many overweight people who are in the gym. Let's just call it what it is. Like, all right, big shout out to Cheeky Thing. Big shout out to Chai. Big shout out, hear me out. There was a time when I was really, 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 really big. Hear me out. My pant size was I think the most I ever experienced was a 50. Bruh, your boy went down to a 38. Going to the gym with my fellas. We in the gym. We rocking out. Now, yeah, I'm in there with brolic dudes. So then they in there like, yo, go ahead, push that. Nah. Go ahead, go do that. Like, so they kept me going. Even with my meal prep and my meal plan, they were not playing. But for a big person to be in the gym on their own, most of the time, I'm not gonna say all the time, most of the time, that's not what you see. You'll see them jogging or going for a walk, trying to, like, you know what I'm saying? Or you see them by the treadmill areas and all that. Things of that nature, you know what I'm saying? To try to keep the, low profile in the gym, but it is what it is.
About that for a second, though. Like what you just said.
And mind you, I'm sorry. Let me rephrase that. I'm not talking about Planet Fitness. No, I'm talking about LA Fitness, Equinox. Oh, I'm sorry. Maybe some of y'all may know, maybe some of y'all don't. So I'm indifferent, and hear me out, y'all. And if, first of all, now that we on the gym, fellas, ladies, fellas, are you watching me? All right, listen, pay attention. Stop going to Planet Fitness. Go pay the money to go to Equinox. Pay the money to go to LA Fitness. Hear me out, y'all. Hear me out. Being in these environments, the people that you run into sometimes, listen. Some of y'all know I used to live in the city, right next to the United Nations, and we used to go to the gym, right? And in my building, I didn't really know who lived there. But shout out to Joe and Marito and everybody. So one time I'm in the gym and what's this guy's face? What's the comedy guy from the brothers? Not my idiot brothers or my step brothers. What's Will Ferrell? Will Ferrell walks in the gym and I'm like, holy sh. Okay, it ain't nothing to me, you know what I'm saying? 2 weeks later, what's this guy? I'm not good with names. This is when he was alive. The guy from I want to say he was in The Wire, but the black actor that had the scar on his face, like in real life he has a scar on his face. Tracy Morgan was in the gym, and I'm sitting here like, I gotta make this money to stay right here in this gym, even if I gotta come in for 30-40 minutes a day. Fam, you be surprised. And that's when I learned that going to the gym early in the morning, that's when they were all there. All of them wanted to be in the gym early in the morning. But I'm sorry, I'm getting off topic. Back to the subject. Well, fellas, pay the money and go to a better gym. I promise you that. Let's keep rocking and rolling.
Like, that's like if you were in the 50s and like watched like a black person drink out of a white water fountain, you're not gonna be like,
no,
it's
a little different. No, it's not like that.
Maybe a little different.
Guys, if you're enjoying this video and if you appreciate me going through these long podcasts, bringing you all of the fire content,
right,
then I would greatly appreciate a thumbs up.
Right, subscribe to him. Subscribe to my channel. Y'all already know what time it is, man.
To the channel. And if you do, welcome to the community. back to the clips.
Next tweet.
Ew, you're so disgusting. #men. 2015. Ooh, that was a tough year.
Little misandrist, don't you think? Okay.
Sorry, what does misandrist mean?
It's the opposite of misogyny.
Okay.
Hatred, contempt.
You see, at least she kept it real. What's misandry? It's because most women be like, misogynist. What does it mean? Yeah, shut the fuck up and keep on going. You don't even know what it means. Have a seat, ma. Have a seat. Now I want you guys to understand something, all right? Pay attention. Here's where the twist happens. Pay attention. Pay attention.
Ooh, okay.
Of men.
God cursed me with a middle-aged and African men hitting on me.
Oh, okay.
Okay, that's like 2010. That's like...
Yeah, that's a long time ago.
That's 8th grade.
No,
But
hold on.
I love African men.
No, they can.
Pay attention. This is what KS said, y'all. KS already told y'all this. KS already put y'all on. I already did videos about
Make
this.
the holidays sweeter with the gift
This is
that's
what
been
Donovan
made with the
Sharp-
finest ingredients
Come on with this damn
for
commercial,
over
man.
100 years. Russell Stover chocolates.
Yeah, all right,
Made
cool.
cafe.
Fine. Chocolate's great.
Oh, it didn't sound like you liked him that much then.
Well, that's also when I was growing up with like 7th grade Republican. So
Okay. Do you want to go ahead?
men are disgusting pigs. I'm sick to my stomach.
And-
Being very honest, a lot of men usually like that I say that stuff because
What?
yeah. The reason being is they think it deters other men. So they're like, oh, the woman who hates men chose me. She must love me.
They think she won't cheat because she's a misandrist, is what
That
she's saying.
And so most guys that I
What the fuck did she just say?
love when I say that, they're like, oh my God, yeah.
I want y'all to understand that sometimes, yo, I be listening to these chicks talking. I just feel like I'm getting fucking stupider and stupider. If that's even a word, like I'm making up fucking words. I feel like I'm just getting fucking dumber and dumber and dumber and fucking dumber. Like
you're only with me. I'm special. I know it sounds crazy, but that.
I mean,
more
that
often-
checks out, but also I want to point out a
It
difference.
doesn't check out, but
When
okay.
she's tweeting, I hate men, she's saying it because it's chic, and like she pointed out, she was participating
It's
in hookup
chic.
culture because of Cardi B. It's not because I don't think she actually has. If you were to put her on a like lie detector test, I don't think she actually has a hatred towards men. I don't think she actually. I don't think she
I don't
actually
think
gets
that's
off
true.
on
I don't
violence
think that's
towards
true.
men. I think a
we
lot
should
of
take
men though
people
who
at
do
face
have
value.
those.
So for those of you who aren't quite trendy enough to know this, chic means elegantly stylish and fashionable.
Right.
Elegantly stylish and
Right.
fashionable. So it's like elegant and stylish to hate men these days, guys.
Right.
Now I wish that I could say that the notion of hating men was sort of fringe, but unfortunately it's not.
Right.
We want the species to go on, but we want it only to go on with women in it. So that's what we have to do. That's the only way to keep the human race going is with just women.
How are you gonna keep the human race going with just women and no men? They can't say, well, we could collect all the sperm from the men and we gonna. Yo, I'm sorry, y'all. Chicks like this, we need to rid them of off the earth, B. Chicks like who is this woman? You could tell clearly she's miserable. You can tell, hear me out. You can tell that this is the kind of chick that just got fucked and ran through by all the niggas. Nobody called her back, and now she is where she is. Y'all already see the symptoms there. The haircut. Y'all know what it looks like. Y'all know what. Don't play dumb. Y'all know what it looks like. There is a prototype to see the kind of women that be hating on men. Let's keep rocking and rolling, though, man.
This is all the rage these days, and it's a direct consequence of feminism and the feminization of our culture, where men are seen as toxic, violent, oppressive pigs, and women are painted as the benevolent, only love you for your personality, oppressed sex. That's why people think that you actually can't be sexist towards men. Just like people think you can't be racist towards black people. And I
Right.
mean, do I really care about what she says about men? Not particularly, but I do care about the cumulative effect of this happening on a large scale,
Right.
where society at large
Right.
becomes generally dismissive of and at times resentful of men. And I mean, I make fun of women all the time with stereotypes. They can't drive, they lack spatial awareness, they aren't good decision makers, they have boring interests, and all of those things are true. And I understand that they make fun of us too, and it's all good because stereotypes are funny. But if I ever hear a man saying something genuinely nasty about women as a whole and showing actual contempt for them, there's nothing cool or chic about
Right.
that. It's weird, and I would probably distance myself from that guy
Right.
and think that he has some sort of mental issue. I certainly wouldn't sit there nodding along and agreeing and laughing. But that's
Right.
exactly what all of these girls on the panel do. And I tell you what,
Like, I know some guys, right, that get no woman. They get no women, they get no play, and they be hating on chicks. Oh, these women only want guys for their brand. They want guys with muscles. My nigga, because you're fat, you're a piece of shit. No chick want to deal with your fat ass. Like, fam, get your shit together, dogs. Like, I always tell you guys, fellas, y'all already know. Fellas, hear me out. You know what women want. If you become that and you making money, it's in your court. You the boss now. They can't tell you nothing. Fellas, hear me out. This is the reason why I conduct myself the way I conduct myself. I always tell y'all, if I'm talking to a woman, she better be grateful. She better be like, wow, he's really talking to me. Yes, you should feel like that. Because I promise you this, it will never be the other way. I am never sitting here, wow, this is it's a great experience no, it's not. To most women, it's not a great experience talking to them. It's really not. Because you ask them a basic question and they over here flying the plane round and around in circles, round and around in circles. It is what it is, fellas.
I would find admirable if...
But yes, if I do see guys that genuinely, you know how many, hear me out. A famous producer, one time, I said something and my brother Sincere was there. And if Sincere's watching the video, please, Sincere, comment down below. This dude came and told me, yo, it sounds like you hate women. Okay. Now, recently, I heard him talking on a podcast about relationships with women. Now he sound like me. So should I turn around and say, it sounds like you hate women? It sounds like you hate women, buddy. See, just because people aren't on the level that I'm on yet, I would never tell somebody, your fam, you're an asshole, you're a dummy, if I genuinely don't feel that way. But for you to sit here and say, I don't hate women, I love women. I love them. They don't make smart decisions like this man just said. But y'all guys, what it is y'all guys invest so much. Like, listen, Coach Greg Adams said it the best. Y'all men are in love. These women out here, they're in business. It's two different things. Shout out to Coach Greg, man.
At least one of them had the gumption to be like, hey, no. I actually love and respect men, and I want the best for them. Because if they're thriving and if they're winning, then we win. I mean, that would be cool to see, and I'd respect that. But I guess it's probably not very chic.
Yes. So no,
yes.
You can't be racist against white people.
No. That's reverse racism, and I don't believe that exists.
Now, are you talking about, let's say, is your definition of racism prejudice plus power?
Like in what? Like
the ability to enforce the racism is what you consider racism versus just like me not liking a white person.
Because I think you can be racist against any
maybe that
you're
race,
saying
I
you
suppose.
Consider racism. What makes it racist is that you can enforce it and make change someone else's life.
So does that mean that women can't be racist?
Oh
no, I was just explaining.
Women can be racist.
Oh,
but that wasn't
into the mics, guys. Into the mics, just a reminder.
Women can be racist.
Wait,
I don't know what that.
Let me ask a question. Let's say we were in China.
Okay.
Could people in China be racist against white people in China?
Yes. Right?
Could Chinese people be racist towards white people?
Let's say I'm an immigrant to China.
I mean, we have like no culture, so like what's the racism about?
White people have no culture?
Ooh, I want to hear the culture.
I don't know.
So now, in case you guys haven't caught on, this is what KS told you guys about. You want to know why a lot of fat women love black men? Because y'all niggas will deal with anything. How many, listen, fine, you don't want to hear me. When Coach Greg said it, what happened? When O'Shea Duke Jackson said it, what happened? When Donovan Sharp said it, what happened? When Fresh and Fit says it, what happened? Y'all guys can't keep getting mad at me. When KS said it, stop getting mad at me, because I'm telling y'all motherfuckers the truth. The reason why these fat, overweight whale bitches be like, I fuck white men, I love the black guys, because the white men, she just said it, the white guys never accepted her. I've done a video on this already. I've already told you guys that these women know that their culture doesn't accept them, but the black men would. And why do you think she's caping? Like when KS said, the problem is, y'all guys, he always says, I'm speaking men in general, but black men specific, you know it's the favorite line. He goes, y'all guys would sleep with this woman and make her feel like she's no. And then what happens is, because y'all slept with her, now she feel like I'm the shit. All these black guys are just chasing me. Cause you guys would throw your dick down this fucking land whale. Sorry. Hear me out. My wife saw this video and was like, who's the one talking? I said, this woman right here. She's like, this fucking her? I said, yeah. She's like, nah, you're joking. Play the video again. And she's like, she's really the one saying this shit. But my wife could tell when a woman is caping. She's sitting here trying to put the black guys on a pedestal. Why? Because her own race doesn't want her. That's how it works, y'all. I showed you guys the video where the lady that she walks around with the camera just on her ass. Oh, she walks through the whole city, and then but Donovan broke it down, O'Shea broke it down, Coach Greg broke it down, and they're like, see, y'all guys will look at now I'm not saying how it was another chick, but she was a little more, she was a little slimmer, but she was on the thick side, like a real thick side. And then dudes is like, yeah, she's mad thick. And Coach Greg said, that's the problem with y'all niggas. Look at her fucking ankles. Her ankles was like the fucking size of a Pepsi bottle, like a 2 liter, 3 liter. Her shit was like fucking this big. That's crazy. She's literally 1 meal away from fucking dying. Y'all dudes fellas, this is what y'all guys are not paying attention to. This is, ready? Ray Charles. Y'all seen the movie Ray? Where Ray, he could tell if a woman was beautiful. He grabbed the hand, he felt the hand. Why? Because he's feeling for the veins. He's feeling for the veins. He's feeling for the, then he touched here. See, look, when the woman got this exposed, you could feel it. And I remember that one chick, he touched her and he grabbed her hand and he's like, whoa, because he couldn't feel nothing. You could feel if she's slim. You could, bruh. But the problem is with y'all brothers, I'm sorry to say it, and like O'Shea said it best, I did videos on this where that's why you gotta stop saying, yeah, fella, my brothers, I'm sorry. Stop saying once she go black, she can't go back. No, she won't go back. No, it's cause she can't. Her race don't fuck with her. You got her because her race don't fuck with her. So, and then I showed you guys the video where the lady was like, why do y'all black guys think that when other women races deal with y'all, I was like a pat on your back? When women are telling you guys, y'all bring that to your head, oh, all these chicks want me, but their race doesn't want them. She's ratting on herself without actually saying it. But now, look, listen, it gets worse, y'all. It gets worse. Pay attention.
What's the culture?
Beethoven, Mozart.
White guys don't have no culture. Pay attention.
Chopin, Schubert, Bach.
There's debate that Mozart was black.
Like, that's what you're referring to? There's so much culture in Europe.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Beethoven.
Okay, well maybe
white Americans is what
don't
you
have
mean.
culture.
Well, yes, they do. They brought over their
White Americans. Excuse me. Oh my gosh.
They brought
they were
over
raping and
culture
pillaging.
from Europe, and then
Wait,
inside of the United.
But they shut her. They shut her shit down, y'all. Pay attention. This is a real video right here.
Of this from Europeans who settled in the South, which has some of its own unique culture. If you go west, it has its own unique culture, and then on the East Coast, same thing. So yeah, they brought over a lot of things, but it was a hodgepodge of European heritage. But yeah, there's definitely some culture here in the U.S. for sure.
White people don't have exciting culture.
What?
Like, I don't know.
Now it's exciting culture. Now, one thing that they don't say, but you ready? Hear me out. White people don't have exciting culture. Do you know one thing that other races do the most that they got from white people? Did you know that one of the biggest money makers is snowboarding, skiing? Hear me, even me, when my boys be like, hey, skydiving, oh, we're gonna go fucking skiing. And I'm like, yeah, let's go. Yeah, I got skis. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. Bro, hear me out. Hear me out. See, cause they don't mention this, but surfing. You know how many people of other races, black people, Spanish people, have picked up learning how to surf? Now, me personally, myself, shout out to Pete, shout out to Dave, shout out to Joe, shout out to Al, a lot of my other dudes, you know what I'm saying? My cop friends and all that in different places. See, we would go ice surfing. Like when it's bleeding outside, I promise you this, I feel much more safer in a blistering freaking. Give me 13 below and we out there trying to surf in that cold ass weather than what listen, we've been to some places and I seen, listen, I don't give a fuck. I see a tiger shark, I'm out of there. These guys be like, oh, it's just a tiger shark. I'm like, no. Cut this shit out right now, bro. Cut it out. Swimming with the scuba diving and all that shit. Now, she probably can't do some of this shit. She can't go horseback riding and shit like that. Listen, they
as compared to what?
I mean, like African heritage, Hispanic culture.
Hispanic culture is high octane in comparison to, because it's almost, by the way,
she can't answer.
I think about like people cooking in their kitchen, passing down like recipes, traditions,
like
stories.
The Italians and the Irish,
right.
And the Germans, the mass migration to Germany. I mean, it's ridiculous.
Then the white people around me growing up, everywhere I lived, we're not partaking in this.
Now that's what she should have said. That's what she should have said.
Driest food, no stories, no one shows emotions, very cold.
The driest food?
Yes, the worst food. Can we take all the white straight males and ship them to their own island?
Thank you, Honda.
Well, that's nicer than the planet.
Okay,
we just need to send all the white males to another planet.
Planet, island. The previous one was cis white man. Okay.
Yes.
What she is doing, y'all, is she is caping. She is caping for the black man to get the black male attention. That's almost like how this guy Jackson, the guy who was like, he's the one that started the black men don't cheat, and then he went and cheated. Like, how do you start a brand and then you fuck that whole shit? That's crazy. That's crazy. And let's be clear. I want to be clear. That black men don't cheat shit, throw that whole shit in the fucking garbage. Cause I know, yeah, bruh. I'm talking, I know lawyers, doctors, celebrities in the music, out of the music, producers. I know plenty of black men that we're gonna slow down on that. I understand that. See, that's what y'all guys want to use to boost yourself up. It's okay, but just don't say it trying to make it a fact. Like, the more you say it, it ain't gonna make it real. It don't work like that. But let's keep rocking and rolling.
I wish I was a straight white man so I could do anything I want and not care how it affects any others.
She's hurt. She's hurt.
Do you think that's the case, that just white men can pretty much run roughshod and do anything
For the most part, at least where I grew up.
Okay,
Get
all
away
right.
with murder.
Painting a picture here. Okay, next.
I guess I didn't realize how deep my fucking hatred for white people goes. Like, they literally make me fucking livid. I'm gonna need to do some deep healing work on this one.
Right.
2020! And I started that journey.
I'm just curious, do you think the world would be a bet? Because you said we should send white men, cis white men,
I think
to an
the world
island,
would be
to another
better if
planet.
there was less white people.
What?
Yo.
It's crazy. I couldn't imagine.
Maybe not currently, but like back in the day, we could have.
I could not imagine.
I think the world would be a
Reagan,
better place
like-
with less fat people.
Whoa, okay. Listen.
Right. And the thing is this, there people swear like, oh, the white folks there are more of every other culture than there are of white people. Like, what the fuck are people talking about? What the fuck? Yo. And then, but like they said, imagine she's saying we need less white people. But like the homie over here said, imagine us, anybody saying the world will be a better place with less black people. Do you know what would happen? See what I'm saying?
It's not good. It's a joke.
Everyone's
He's
entitled.
definitely joking. What does the world look like? Are you you're actually in favor of like
Less white people? Like,
No.
I wouldn't care if like the population of white people dwindled.
Which it is.
Which it is.
Yes, because when you look at a global minority, you want it to become less.
Insane, guys.
No,
Right.
white people are a global minority because there's more people of color.
But who
over the
cares
world.
if
Right.
like,
That's
but
what
like,
Right. It's only here. But most places all over the whole world, there is more of us, Latinos and blacks, than anything else. What the fuck?
Just said they're a global minority.
Oh yeah, I was just explaining.
Yeah, they're a global
genetics.
minority. So
That's what I
basically,
See, what she's thinking of is where she's lived, how she's grown up. And this is the reason why it's so hard to get through to women, because women, fellas, y'all see it on all these shows that I do videos on. Y'all see it, I'm pretty sure, on everybody else's podcast. Where the lady was like, well, I know people that, bitch, no one asked you who the fuck you know. No one cares who you specifically know. We're saying in general. Well, that ain't what I saw growing up. Women always want to compare their little world to what's actually going on out there. This shit is funny to me. Funny.
you don't like minorities?
Yo, I don't know, y'all. She right here. Listen, man. I'm gonna hit her with that R. Kelly song right here. I'm gonna hit her with that. Girl, you make me wanna get you pregnant. Girl, you make me wanna get you pregnant. Lay your body down and get you pregnant. I can't sing right now because my voice is still raspy because you guys can hear. I started a little like lingering cough, but her right here. I'm hitting her with that R. Kelly. Girl, you make me wanna get you pregnant. Yeah. Her right here. She definitely got a hold one for me. I'm shooting up the club is getting shot up super fast.
That's going a little far there.
Well, I mean, they're a global minority. Why do you want there to be less of them?
So a few important topics here, guys. So first of all, let's just acknowledge that it's always the ones who are falling over themselves to virtue signal that are actually the bigots. I mean, if she did fall over, it would be pretty difficult to get back up. But anyways, the double standard here, guys, is that you can't say this stuff about anybody but white people. And
right.
Like they mentioned before, it's trendy to do this.
Right.
Yeah, I get it. You won't feel the consequence of any sort of collective guilt or punishment now.
Now I will say this. Every race, every culture has their thing that's said about them. But white people are the only race that you can say something this far as saying the world will be better with less white people, and you can get away with it. This is a fact.
Until you're South Africa. I mean, does Big Mama think that if there was a revolution and if people actually did try and get rid of white people, that they would stop to look through her Twitter feed and see if she's an ally before they exterminated her?
Right.
And not to mention the utter idiocy of these claims.
Yeah, because the thing is this, and it's true. Don't think for a second that she doesn't take full advantage of her being a white woman. See, and then you black ladies will be like, yeah, girlfriend, girl power, yeah, girl power. And then you guys will be like, yeah, she want the black guys, yeah. Ready? If I ain't mistaken, didn't we just have this issue with just pearly things? Hey, I didn't say anything, I'm just saying, when a white person is still gonna have their privilege, whether they on your side or they're on our side or they on their own side. You guys don't have that ability to keep going between this person, that person, that person. You guys don't have that ability. She just wants your recognition the same way how Just Pearly Things did. And now the manosphere kicked her out. It is what it is, because she took all of our talking points, though I truly do believe that Just Pearly Things still believed in what she was saying. But this is what happens. This is exactly what happens, y'all.
I mean, I do find it a little bit silly when people say white and black culture, because they're not a monolith. But if you do want to play that game, and if you want to look at civilizations past and present and say that white people lack culture, I don't think it's going to go down so well for you. I mean,
right. Pay attention, y'all. Pay attention.
If you want a few examples of cultural achievements from white people, you might want to look at, I don't know, the Renaissance, the Enlightenment.
Monday.com is the ideal platform for any organization that is looking to...
And what he's speaking of is the change.
The Industrial Revolution, the abolition of slavery, the American Constitution, British common law. You may look at cultural and political icons such as Shakespeare, Plato, Aristotle, Marcus Aurelius, Abraham Lincoln, Leonardo da Vinci, Alexander the Great, just to name a few. And even food. I either think...
Even though I know there's always going to be questions about Abraham Lincoln, but let him keep rocking.
White people are so bad at. Where are the best cuisines in the world? France and Italy. We all know it. The only time you ever want to interact with a French person is when you're eating their food.
It was the most embarrassing thing I've been put through. You have no idea. Everybody in the restaurant was there.
Now, let's be clear. Big shout out to my brother, Big. For a little bit of time, you know what I'm saying? May she rest in peace. And my sister-in-law, she worked in the architect. She I want to say all the buildings that happen in New York City, I want to say, like, her company, the bosses there, the Italian dudes there, the white guys there, whether they were Russian, Ukraine, whatever culture they were not us. The head architects, they were not us. They were not us. All the shit that's being built, it's not from us. I'm just saying. Just because this guy makes a Tesla and us as people want to go fucking put spinning rims on this shit with a fucking sound system and go fucking put tint, it doesn't make it our own. Like, come on, like, listen, this is what I'm saying. People got to be real careful, man. I don't talk about no race like this. No race like this. I don't say this one is better because this one, because this one's better because that one. Listen, man, we all people. We all people at the end of the day. But I will say this. We can't sit here and not give credit to people who has contributed to the shit that we enjoy every single day. That's all I'm going to say.
Arrogant to me. Look at this fool who can't even pay 1,000 euros for some pizza.
So, I mean, it's not a competition. But if it was... Now let's have a look at another aspect of this lady's worldview, especially when it comes to how the world really works.
Now I'm gonna stop it right here. I'm gonna get into it and do a part 2 to this. Y'all already know what time it is, man. Like I said, she got that cape on. Y'all already know what time it is, man. I'll be right back. Y'all already know I'm your host, Michael May. Thank you for being here to Hear Me Out podcast. Subscribe to the channel, like the video, turn on notifications. Till next time. We out.